Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the final part of Mega Man 2. And we're almost to the big bad Dr. Wily himself. So yeah, we have another stage to get through, and you know, in my opinion, folks, I would save these energy capsules for a later point because you never know, things could go wrong as you go through this level. So yeah. Ow, stupid Met. Alright. So yeah, get bubble lead in this part because in this area there are invisible floors, and bubble lead can help you exactly pinpoint exactly where all these invisible floors are, and I mean, it's useful and stuff, so you never know. And when you do find these invisible floors, you can either hop over them if you time it correctly, or if you're not confident in your jumping skills, you can always use item 2 to just zoom across. I mean, there's no shame in that. Especially at this section with all these spikes. I hate spikes. Stupid spikes. See, there's the hole right there, and I'm not trusting my jumping skills. I'm just going to item 2 it all the way to the ladder. Not taking the chance. Thank you. Alright. Now, to get this E-Tank right here, it's going to take some fancy work, you see. What you have to do is, you have to, well, first of all, kill the Mets, and then you have to go through all these invisible holes in the area at specific points, but I'm not going to because, well, I'm confident in my skills to actually beat this thing, you know. Anyway, this next section right here, make sure you equipped Metal Blade because, well, we have tellies. Tellies and moving platforms over spikes. And we do not want the tellies to interfere with this process, you see. Alright, so, ow. Oh, okay. Oh, thank goodness. Thank you, invincibility frames. I love you. I mean, if this were Mega Man 1 physics, I'd be in trouble. But, yeah. There we go. There we go. Going down. And another room with tellies right here. And waiting for the platform to come. And there we go. Man. Ow. Okay. Boy, Metal Blades. I love this weapon. I love this weapon. Too bad they didn't bring it back in future games, or something similar to Metal Blades. I mean, I'm sure they tried with some substitutions here and there, but I guess the developers realized how broken this thing is, and anyway, I would go ahead and use item 2 right here so that you don't have to waste time waiting on this thing to go around, you see, and use it as a platform. Although I've seen it done, well, on other playthroughs. So, yeah. Just, okay. There we go. Yeah, I would equip Air Shooter right here because these Sniper Joe Return Walker things are immune to... are vulnerable to the air weapon. And, yeah, the Walker things are definitely one of the few things that are immune to Metal Blades. So, and... oh boy. Alright, just keep going. And the problem with this section right here, folks, is if you back up just slightly, the enemies will respawn just like that. I'm not joking, folks. I am not kidding. And folks, make sure that your Crash Bomber is full. Full. You're going to need every bit of weapon in order to defeat this thing. So, yeah. Ow. Oop. Ow. Okay, just keep going. Just keep going. Ignore it. Keep going. Ow! Ooh. Alright. So, folks, here is the boss of this next Wily stage. Again, make sure you have Crash Bomber on, and yeah. Okay, just go. Just go. Oh. Oh yeah, I forgot. You need item 1 in order to reach the upper area of this room right here. And ladies and gentlemen, meet our next boss, Boo Beam Trap. And as you can see here, I did not do so well the first attempt, so What it is it's the layout of this room and the constant threat of being bombarded with these booming trap beams. So I essentially died, but my sacrifice was not in vain. What I've done was I've essentially removed enough of the traps so that I can get into a position to actually take these things out. And these things take pretty much every bit of Crash Bomber possible in order to get rid of them. And the thing is, we have to clear 2 of these bombable wall thingies in order to reach them. And if you run out of Crash Bomber, you're pretty much screwed, really. It's pretty much one of the only bosses that... it's pretty much one of the only bosses that I cannot tolerate at all, just because you have to use as much... You have to use every bit of Crash Bomber possible, and you have to make sure you don't die. If you die, you start at the halfway point before the tellies, and that's not good. Although you could use the tellies to refarm your Crash Bomber energy if you do die, but because the bombable walls when you return do not respawn, so at least they're generous in that department, you see. Anyway, folks, we have our first boss rush that will become a staple. Did you see that, folks? One hit of Metal Blade, and that got... Yes, that's how weak Metal Man is to his own weapon. One hit, dead. Although, in the harder mode, it's 2 Metal Blades. But regardless, that's pathetic. Metal Blade is so overpowered, that's why I love it. Anyway, here we are at Wily machine number 2, and it's just Wily shooting these energy balls that you can easily jump over, and just spam Metal Blade, and you should have no problem with this guy. And we've entered Phase 2, which is, well, pretty much roughly the same thing, except the energy balls are now bouncing about in the room, a little bit harder to dodge. And I'm going to go and use my E-Tank because I'm not dying to this guy after I've gone this far. I mean, it'd be ridiculous. Well, thankfully, I don't believe you have to face the bosses again if you die. You just go straight to Wily, thank goodness. Okay, let's go back. I'm going to go with Quake Boomerang because why not, you see. I thought I'd give it a little shout out. It's pretty powerful in its own right. Not as powerful as Metal Blades, but I just need all the help I can get. Ugh. It's no fair, Wily. You keep spending... Ugh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. And whoop! Curse you, Wily! We're not done yet, folks. We have one more level to beat before we actually finish the game. Secret underground area. And we're falling, and falling. And make sure you lean towards the right, because as soon as you land here, start running. Start running, because these, I'm guessing they're lava drips right here. They will fall, and if you just keep running to the right, they will never touch you. They will never, ever touch you. You'll just keep going right, and you should be fine. Alright. Now, let's just make sure you have Bubble Lead equipped, and let's do this. Alright. Hi, Wily. And why are you floating in the... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You're an alien? All this time, Wily was an alien? So, his plan was to come to Earth, take the form of a scientist, steal robots to cause a war for his race's alien domination? What the heck? Anyway, the alien here will move in an infinity-like pattern, and in order to damage it, just use Bubble Lead. Now, while the bullets hurt, if you touch this alien, it will hurt even more. And, you don't know how many times I've died fighting this thing. Ugh. But once you get the pattern down and spam bubble it should be no problem. And what's this? It was a hologram all this time? So yeah, turns out Wily is human, and he's trying the whole hologram routine just to kill Mega Man, and it failed spectacularly. You know, it's odd. This is the second time I've used a gray-schemed weapon that's, well, on the final boss. It's kind of weird. And yes, Wily's begging. Again. I hope you learned your lesson this time, Wily, because, well, I don't want to keep doing this forever, you see. And so we have our blue bomber walking the earth for some reason, and yeah, what happened to Wily? I thought justice was to be served or something. I mean, the last time we saw him, he was on the ground begging for mercy again, and Mega Man, did he arrest him? Did he let him go, saying, don't do it again or anything, or something? I don't know. And why is Mega Man walking the earth? Because it's implied here that the seasons are changing. I know they're kind of reflecting on his weapon scheme right here. I do kind of think it's a little cool, but at the same time, I still don't get the symbolism right here. Maybe he's pondering, why is he doing this? Why is he finding these bites all this time? And yeah. And we just see someone on a grassy field, and I do like this musical piece right here, this nice little somber musical piece right here, probably reflecting his mood. And I do like these end credit themes right here. Kind of feels like, yeah, we've accomplished something. We've did it. We've beaten this game. And yeah, that was Mega Man 2. Some consider it the best Mega Man game of all time, and I do not blame them. It's easy to pick up, it's easy to get into it. There are easy and harder modes to choose from, so that you can get an enjoyable experience. And the fact that you can get metal blades and pretty much dominate everything in sight. Almost anything in sight, that is. But, yeah. So, yeah. Now, I've read somewhere that originally the original Mega Man did not sell well, it's not that big of a hit, but it was a modest success, roughly, and Capcom did not want anything more to do with it. However, it was this game right here, made on Inafune's and company's own time, that helped make Mega Man the superstar that he was, well, in the 90s at least. Made him all popular and made him relevant to Capcom so that, well, Mega Man can survive for a long, long time, you see. So, props to Inafune and the development team who made Mega Man 2, and I salute, because without this game, we wouldn't get Mega Man 3 and all the other games, and my favorite Mega Man game of all time, Mega Man B for the Game Boy. So, yeah. So, what's next? Well, I'm going to take a little break, but when I get back, I'm going to go and play some Mega Man 3, the sequel, the next part. So, until then, folks, signing off, and have a good day, and be safe, okay?